The most important thing in Tekken for playing at the highest level is to influence your opponent because at higher ranks, rivals already know your character and the matchups. By influencing your opponent, I mean forcing them to sidestep, crouch, respect your frame rate, and avoid button presses. Therefore, the strongest characters are those who have the best tools in every aspect of Tekken and the ability to dictate their opponent's movement. Most players say, "Oh no, the other characters are a problem for the game and are broken, but my character is honest and well balanced." That kind of thinking is what led to the disaster of Season 2, especially since professional players are the ones who downplay their characters the most. It's understandable, since they risk a lot of money in tournaments, but you shouldn't take their tier list seriously because they aren't honest. I main King, but I play 16 characters, and I want a balanced game. Ana and Nina are similar yet different, but both are very strong. They have insane pressure, pokes, and low attacks that force you to duck, but Ana has a consistent 50-50 chance and is much easier to play than Nina. I put Asuka in second place because she has good pressure tools, a very strong set, mix-ups with forward-forward 1+2 and forward-forward-forward 1+2, panic tools like Kankan and Sabaki, and insane damage. She's also easier to play than Nina. Claudio and Brian are very strong, both have good pokes, pressure, wall carry, and very high wall damage. I see them as being at a very similar level, and although they are weak to sidestep, they are very well-rounded characters. However, the fundamental difference I see is that Claudio is a million times easier to hit than Brian. Claudio, when in position, has down back 1+2, a long-range mid-attack that is a launcher, and is safe on block. Brian has the taunt, but to pull it off you need very high execution and to be in very specific situations. King is my main and the character I've played for 20 years. If he weren't in the game, I wouldn't buy Tekken. He's not top 3 because he has weak low moves and poor neutral movement, but he has the tools to master all aspects of Tekken, which is why I think he's viable even at the highest level. If the opponent sidesteps, I'm happy because King has F4, and when he's in heat, his grabs attract. Do you understand what it means that the giant swing tracks? It's an attack as fast as a jab but with massive damage, and if they duck to avoid it, King has very strong midrange attacks. Also, the Tekken community doesn't understand King. They think down forward 2-1 is a strong move when it's actually heavily nerfed compared to Tekken 7. Before, that move dealt 103 damage, and now it's 76. However, King's strongest and most interesting move in Season 2 is while standing 2-2. That move was already a midrange attack with tracking, hit confirm, and a block safe, but now, if it connects, it also puts King into Jaguar Sprint. I think he should have buffs on moves like down forward 3 or sidestep 2, but they also need to remove the Jaguar Sprint after the 3-2-2 while standing. You can do 83 damage with a normal wall combo, you don't need the Jaguar Sprint afterward. I hope they remove that for Season 3. Jin is a character who has it all: good pressure, good lows, good space control, good panic tools, parry, good punishment, and good heat. If you think of a truly bad matchup for Jin, there isn't one. He's not weak to sidesteps because his stand 4 tracks, and on counter hits, he gives you a follow-up. His combos deal over 100 damage with an infinite wall carry. If there's anything to criticize, it's that he's a more one-dimensional character than the rest because he doesn't have clear tools to dictate your playstyle. I won't explain every character, but I will say that in Tier A, Dragunov stands out. He's a character who is now much better balanced and more interesting than in Season 1, but he's still viable and very strong thanks to his fundamentals like 1-2-1. Shaheen and Leroy are unpopular characters, but they are very, very strong. People just aren't paying attention to them. Kazuya and Heihachi are two very strong characters with the Hellsweep to condition the opponent, but I think Kazuya is better because he has better punishments. His Hellsweep and lows, like down back 4, are better, his sidestep 4-1 is a good half-hit confirm, and he has a better heat system. Heihachi in Warrior Instinct is a complete beast, but he only lasts one round, and his lows are awful. Hwoarang was very predictable in Season 1, but this season, with his new low attack that tracks and his new mid-plus frames, he's become a much stronger character. He's the best pressure character, but the problem is that he only works well in a rushdown playstyle. When an opponent has good defense, Hwoarang is neutralized, And he lacks panic tools except for B1, which is -14. He's also very focused on a specific playstyle. Furthermore, Hwoarang is very difficult to master. Law is much easier and safer to fight than Hwoarang, but the difference is that at mid and long range, Law is mediocre. He's good up close, but at long range, his movements to control space and influence your position are linear or reactive. For example, his slide works well up close but poorly at long range, and his launcher from while standing 2 is -18. Law has good pressure, lows, mids, but at mid to long range, his only standout moves are his up forward 3 and his 1+2 in heat. The remaining characters in tiers B, C, and D have very clear weaknesses or require very specific situations to influence your neutral stance, so this is my tier list.